Hello everyone, welcome back to another franchise mode video. We're back at it again with the Florida Panthers episode 2. So we left off in the last video simming a month and a half up until November 15th. We are right now 7-1, a 500 record. We are only 5 points out of a playoff position with a couple games back. I mean, a lot of games back, so we still have a lot of position to climb right now, and I mean the team is definitely not doing what we kind of expected it would do. It's really not getting off to the hottest start that we thought it would get off to. It's kind of a struggle. So I'm deciding that I'm gonna downgrade Henrik Bjorkstrom to the fourth line because that's what his role is, and I feel like that'll be a way better position for a guy like that right now. So that's what we're gonna be doing there. Third line, we're going to go with Skirvo, Seahan, and McGinn. Everything else will stay the same. I mean, not like any of our changes will make this team any better. Keith Yandle will be playing with Mark Pysyk, and Matheson will be playing with Aaron Ekblad. And that is really all the changes that we're going to be making for this upcoming year. The only players, I can't remember who we can't trade because I think I got rid of. We can't trade away Dadonov, Hoffman, Yandle, and Luongo. Those are the only 4 guys that we can't trade away, as remember all the rules and stuff like that. So it's going to really suck for Roberto Luongo. I'm hoping he retires early because I'm pretty sure we have a no movement clause on him. Either that or no trade. But we can't really touch Roberto Luongo. It's going to be a real bummer because I would like to go and maybe trade for a goalie or sign a goalie or something, but we're not going to be able to do that. We're going to really be handicapped here for the next little bit. So we're going to get to the end of the season. We're going to simulate this entire season. We'll see what happens for the Florida Panthers. Either we're going to be doing really good or we're going to be doing really bad. We might make a couple trades. We'll see what will go on this year. We really can't do anything, though. That's the problem with the team is we can't really do any trades. Because you could take a look at players that you could possibly trade away, right? Like Keith Yandle. You wouldn't want to trade away him, but he's stuck on your team for the rest of his contract. You can't trade away any of your young defensemen. Huberdeau, Barkov, Dadonov stuck here, and Hoffman. You're really stuck with the entire roster. You really can't make a deal. You can't do anything unless you wanted to trade away the backup and James Reimer and get rid of that horrible contract. That's what we're kind of stuck with this year. So it's just practically automatically simming, getting to the off season, seeing who the Stanley Cup winner is, and practically going from there is all that we're doing today. I just gotta check if everything is going good to go because I sometimes feel like I forget shit, and I forget that I turn on off a setting or turn on a setting or something. Yeah, power play penalties are on because I don't play this like every day. I play this like once in a bit, right? So now I know we're gonna be out of a playoff team. I think our main goal is picking up a defenseman in the draft because I know we're not looking very good offensively, but all we need is like one more forward and we're good there, right? Yeah, Blaine Perstap, Bowen Bryam, Keenan's. We got some good look at that. 11 points, 24 games. That's some pretty good. I mean, you can take a look at these guys. Justin Blaine, that's C minus competition. He's facing like A plus competition, and he's getting 11 points. That's some pretty good stats right there for a guy named Alexander Keenan's Russian. So that's someone like keep a lookout for the draft once we get there, because there's no way we're going to be able to make it to the playoffs. With already a 500 record to start off the year, we're a mediocre team. We're not a good team at all. I mean, we definitely need 1 or 2 more pieces to make this team a playoff team. I mean, we have the stars to do it. We really do have the stars to do it with this hell of a good first line, right? You have the goal scorer, you have the good center, and you have that other good role playmaker in Jonathan Huberdeau. We're almost there. We just need a couple more pickups. A better depth is what we really need as well. So this year is just a wait till next year. We're not going to go out and sign a guy like Pinar and Lemico. Who do we have to place in? I don't remember. It doesn't matter. We definitely need to pick up some more defensemen though for the Miners, but we'll worry about that next year. I'm not too worried about Springfield this year. We'll worry about them more next year when it gets real serious. And we're going to really have to be worrying about developing those prospects. honestly, we have probably one of the better offense. We don't have really the best prospects, but Bjorkstrom and Owen Tippett are something to look at. So 15, 15, and 3, still that 500 record coming in. We're not taking Mark Stahl. No. We're almost a playoff team. If we really want to fuck our team up that bad, I mean, might as well, but we don't want to. We're done rebuilding. We're done with that rebuild stage. We have players that are NHL tier players. Trocheck and Hoffman are playing good. We need that second line guy, though. That is the problem. Frank Vitrino is that thorn there. And we need a better defenseman. We need a way better defense core. Matheson, I don't know where he sits on the team because he's not playing really good with Aaron Ekblad. We'll have to figure everything out once we get the free agency practically. So we're looking like we're going to be a 500 team coming into right now. So that's not the best record in the world right now. 18-17 with 39 points. We're almost in a wild card spot. Like, we're almost there. We're just touching the tips of that wild card spot. So, I mean, we're still far away out. And, I mean, you got Buffalo, and then you got New York and the Philadelphia Flyers. So, we're definitely not going to be able to hit it, and I know that. We could definitely score some goals. This is where our problem is defense. The defensive problem is really going to be the big thorn on the team this year. How well is everyone doing practically almost halfway through the season? Yeah, it is really defense. Dadonov with a -16. Ugh. That's not good at all. And depth-wise, we're not doing good goal-scoring-wise. I mean, you would expect a little bit more out of those guys. And defense, man, it's just, it's bad. Luongo and 909. I would love to be able to trade Roberto Luongo. That contract's just terrible. It's not like a real expensive contract either. It's just like, it's real fucking expensive. That's the problem with it. It's just really expensive. And it's just a waste of my fucking time. Now, if we string together some wins, we could possibly make it in the playoffs, which I don't want to do. I want to just kind of keep this level of being a mid-tier team, and Bjorkstrom is having a horrible year. Holy crow, man. It's just, the third line is just not liking them right now. Holy shit. It's just, what can you do when your depth is just horrible? And they're talking about picking up Panarin and Bobrovsky. How is that going to fix your goaltending problem, man? You still have Roberto Luongo to a fucking contract. And James Reimer as well. How the fuck are you going to afford a goalie and a star of a forward when you don't even need them? That's so funny. And like, if I had the chance and we didn't have Dadonov, fuck, I would love to pick up Panarin, but he can't. He can't work on the team. That's the thing. Maxime Mammon. I don't think he's going to turn out to be anything but for a fourth liner, but we'll have to see. Maybe a fourth line, third line player. We'll have to see what he turns out to be. He's developing nicely, though. But let's hope that we lose a couple games, because I don't want to be like right near a wild card position where we're just getting the shittiest of shittiest draft picks. I want to actually get a good draft pick and not just get screwed over. So we lost some more games in this. Fuck, I cannot speak right now, my lord. Can I speak, please? We lost some games there. We went on about a 4-game losing streak before winning the game, which is good. But we're almost we're near that 500 record still, and I don't like that. I want to be like down in the dumps, worst team out there, shit like that. I'm just joking, but where are we sitting right now? We are 45 points. Let's take a look over all the standings. I just want to take a look at where we're sitting at throughout the entire league. We're top 5 in the league, so that's pretty good. Top 5 in the league is not bad. I mean, you got Ottawa, Detroit, some of the worst teams. Carolina, what the fuck happened to them? Why are they doing so bad this year? In real life, they're doing so good. They're just doing really trash right now, which is not good to see. So let's get the trade deadline, and then we'll see what we can do for trades. I mean, it'll be like minor trades, like trading away Troy Brouwer and shit like that, just depth pieces. And it won't be anybody too huge. I know what, Clip Poo, you can play some games. We'll give you some time. It won't be any big trades. Of course, we win 2 fucking games. Oh, we were in the top 5, and then we're just gonna rocket right out of there after a couple wins. We cannot trade Keith Yandle. I would love to do that, Chicago, but we cannot trade away Keith Yandle. And that is a fucking bummer. Because, like, yeah, I would love to trade away Keith Yandle because he's 32 years old. I love the player. He's a great defenseman on a good team. We're not a good team, though. And that is the problem. And our neck bled out with an injury. Ugh. What is going on, man? What's with the trades? We're just going to decline it out of the trade block because we're not trading away him. We're not trading away any defenseman, first of all. We're just going to we'll see what we got for old players. Troy Brouwer won't get us anything. Jamie McGinn, same with him. We're not going to get anyone out of anyone. Like, we'll keep Colton and Seahan, but we're not trading away our forwards. We're practically, or our defensemen, I mean, we're just going to trade away some of our forwards here. Okay? That's all. That's it. That's it. That's all. That's all I need. And we're just going to look for picks, because I don't want any prospects for these players, because I know we're not going to be able to get anyone for the players that we got. So I don't want any wants and players, nobody, nana. Just forwards. Just picks. I mean, just picks. My God, I just keep saying forwards. Just picks. So, okay, let's take a look here. They want Jamie McGinn probably for their playoff run, but we can only can take 1 pick. But they want our 3rd of next year, which we cannot do. So we could do that for their 2nd of this year. What do we got for picks this year? Which I would do. We get a free pick in the 2nd round. We already have a lot of picks. Holy shit. We could trade away a 4th instead of that pick there. Because we already got 3/4, which is not allowed. So we could trade that 4th away to pick up a 2nd. How about that? Okay. And how about a 4th of next year? 2/4 for your 2nd. No? A 3rd. And we take out that 4th there. Alright, Toronto, you're being little picky bastards. Pittsburgh one. There we go. Okay. Jamie McGinn's gone, and now we have to call up a forward, which will not... Oh, it'll have to be one of these guys. I think we'll call up a guy that will not jump up very high. Harlock. We'll do that guy. Might as well bring up a guy that won't mean anything to the team and won't improve anymore. He could play on that young 4th line that we have in Bjorkstrom, Melgen, and Harlock. Matheson's jumping up. Look at that, 84 overall. That's a nice overall to come back and see. That's really nice for us. Let's hit the best lines here. Mammon, yep. No, we want all that shit. Yep. Alright, let's keep continuing the sim. So we got a 2nd round pick for this upcoming draft. So it's like practically just tiny, small deals. That's all we're going to have to make right now. That's all we're going to have to worry about for this year. Henrik Haapala, wasn't he in the Liga? He was like hyped as a... No, I don't think he was hyped as a good player. I mean, every Liga player, when they lead the league, they just come over like, oh my God, it's going to be such a good player. And then they just kind of not pan out. So, Troy Brouwer for this year's another 4th. I mean, for next year's 4th. No, yeah, I'll take that. We get rid of Troy Brouwer. Yeah, I'll do that. I will do that. So we'll call up Lamico. Get another player on the squad to make our team a little bit worse for the playoff run. Now, we will be signing all new depth. I mean, you're going to have Bjorkstrom probably be a 3rd line next year. Dennis Melgen maybe, and Jess Harlock, I don't know. So your 3rd line is going to be a little bit better next year with hopefully some prospect development coming through on there. And honestly, I'm not too worried about it. And as we win 2 games in a row once we do a couple trades. And that's all I wanted to get rid of is Jamie McGinn and Troy Brouwer. So we can just practically just simulate until the playoffs. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Or, yeah, until the playoffs. So let's do that quickly. Simulate until the ending of the year. We're still a 500 team. We've been a 500 team the entire year for the first year as GM for the Florida Panthers. Aaron Ekblad. Aaron Ekblad's an A7. That is nice. I'm hoping he gets real good because we need him to be that top tier defenseman, right? That's what the Florida Panthers picked him up to be, right? And we need another top tier defenseman. That's what we're going to be drafting this upcoming draft. Roberto Luongo with an injury. All right, that means we got to pick up one of the shitty goalies. Because, you know, we don't got any good depth in the fucking minors for the fucking, my God, Florida Panthers. Why was I thinking the Buffalo Sabres? I had no reason why to think about the Buffalo Sabres, but, you know, kind of getting bored. The Florida Panthers, though, in real life, what do I think about this team in real life? I don't know. This team, people are retarded when they say they need Panarin and Bobrovsky, because no way in hell Bobrovsky and Panarin will fix this team up at all. Because you add Panarin to the team, I mean, yeah, it'll help out with your depth and shit, but it's not just that. You could take a look at the defense core and say that's pretty shitty as well. And you're also locked up with Roberto Luongo for a while. I'm hoping he retires this first year. And not we're going to be fucking stuck with him. Which is not what I want. Mammon, get him in there. Springfield, I know, is not going to be doing very good. So, it looks like our team shitty as well. And you're also locked up ending of the year. We just need to stretch together some losses. Sorny, sweet. Alexander Barkov is practically out until the end of the year, so we're going to be even worse. And it looks like we're going to be... What is our record? Okay, yeah. So either be 35-40 or 36-13-9. So Alexander Barkov will be able to play the last game of the year for the oh my God, the Florida Panthers at home. The New Jersey Devils take a loss, and we are 35-40-7 for our first official year as GM for the Florida Panthers. Now, I'm not expecting the best pick in the world. We'll have to see. And also the lottery. Hopefully we get lucky in the lottery this upcoming year. So where do we sit in the standings this upcoming year? So, okay, so we sat way back 7th. Where did we sit? 2, 4, 6, 7. So 7th pick, which is what we were supposed to be getting. So the 7th pick overall. It's not a bad pick. 7th to 8th, so we're tied with the New York Islanders. So 7th to 8th, I mean, that's not a bad pick, and we'll take a look at where we could be possibly getting a guy. But first, let's take a look at all the stats, see where we struggle. We really dropped off in goal scoring at the end of the year, but we did trade away a lot of our depth pieces. Defensively, we played horrible. We know what everything is bad in this team. We got a good top 6, and I mean, holy shit, they dropped off. Barkov only 44 points this year. That is a steep drop-off. So we really need to improve the depth-wise. We just need to improve the entire team. We need to get Yandle going, first of all, as well. Because only 34 points this year, that's a career low for him in a lot of years, right? So we need to really improve this team. We had a bad year this year. Luongo was the only... They dropped off. He did go with a 920. I mean, that is horrible to see that type of stats. 56 points for Trocheck. I mean, that is terrible. Ovechkin with 102 points. Sagan 93. Kuznetsov 91. Kane, Malkin, Kucherov also up there. The leading goal scorers. Ovi. Defensively, you got Torty leading the league in points. Erik Karlsson and John Carlson. And in goals, you got Erik Karlsson. Pulak was also up there in goals. And Krug. Goaltending wise, Holtby had the most wins on the year. Save percentage wise, that is some crazy fucking holy shit, Tuca. Oh, 10 shutouts. Oh, what was going on this year, man? That's some crazy save percentage. 9-1. What the hell? Oh my lord, that's some crazy save percentage there. Anyways, so let's take a look at where we could be possibly getting a pick. So the 7th, 8th. So it means Capo Caco. I mean, this is a deep draft this year. Broberg, this guy, Cousins, Dookie, Voinov, and Kirby Dak. So you got some good guys there. Capo Caco. That is a bloody good pick. And Philip Broberg is also a really good pick. We have a lot of good players. I would like to get how good did I really want to see how good Keenan's did. Did he keep playing good? He kind of stopped off, but 21 points in the KHL as a defense, pretty damn good. But Kelly, Perstap, and Justin Blaine, the way to go. But that's if we win the lottery, of course. And if we win number 1, we got to go with the best player in the draft. We got it. Right? There's no doubt about that. Jalen Marquardt, we have to go for him. If we win the lottery, we go for that guy. If we don't, we go for a lesser pick, of course. Unless we could like do a trade, maybe pick up a defenseman in the deal. We'll have to see what happens. But let's get to the off season. Take a look at what the oh my god, why do I keep saying Buffalo? The Florida Panthers have coming for us. Where are we going to be picking, and will Roberto Luongo retire this upcoming off season? Because that is going to be a very, very big question, as I'm pretty sure he's stuck with a no movement clause this upcoming year. So what will be the game plan if we're stuck with Roberto Luongo is going to be the big thing. We're not going to look at the draft class. We're just going to practically simulate all the way to the offseason, to the lottery. Steps down how champion is. And I hate to say how long it takes. This is why I'm really excited that will be the show. Because it's going to be such a quick simulation. And the Pittsburgh Penguins, once again, are your Stanley Cup champions coming into 2018-19, which is totally false, but whatever, the Pittsburgh Penguins. And your Florida Panthers will be picking it 7th overall. You got Detroit, Vancouver, and Colorado all picking in the top 3. Vegas is also down there, but we will be picking it 7th in the draft. So I don't think we're in a horrible position either. Now, what do we got for retirees? Now, I don't... Oh, please, Roberto, please. Fuck me. Well, we're going to have to deal with Roberto Luongo for another year. He's going to be a Panther for another year, which is going to be terrible. We'll have to see what we do there. But we're not jumping in the draft just yet. All right. So we got to pick 7th. So what the plan of the draft? Oh, Blaine is supposed to be going first overall. So you got Blaine, Pristap, Marquardt. Then you got Sharp, Capo Caco. Keenan's is going 6. So this is going to cause a little bit of a debate. Should we go after Alexander Keenan's? And you could say, man, he looks like an absolute beast. Or do we go after Bowen Bryam? But you got a complete player in Keenan's who's already ready to go. We don't have we didn't scout Broberg. We know that Broberg and Bryam are not NHL ready. Well, Alexander Keenan's is a creative player, right? Right-handed. I know he's on a left-handed defenseman, but if we could move up a couple picks to pick up Keenan's, like 4th or 5th, I mean that'll do us perfect, right? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're gonna have to we could be able to trade a couple picks here, right? We could maybe trade one of our seconds that we picked up and one of our picks down here to move up in the draft. So we possibly got some things that we can do, right? You got Keenan who is there that we could possibly pick up, right? We have a great chance to really make our defense score even better, right? Because you could do Matheson and Yandle, and then you get Keenan's with Aaron Ekblad as well. Whew, watch out, man. That is some dirty defensive core right there. It is a big-time weakness, but we could really make it a big-time strength this upcoming season. Goaltending-wise, we're going to have to pick up a prospect there as well, and probably maybe a rookie prospect here, but I don't think we're going to have to worry since we have Hipponoinen and Tippett and shit like that. So, thank you guys for watching. In the next video, we will be doing the draft. If you guys think that I should move up and pick Alexander Keenan's, tell me guys in the comments section below. He's estimated to go 6. My scout has him as 4th. So should we go for the 5th overall pick and trade up in the draft? Or should we stay and just go with the safe pick in Bowen Bryam or Philip Broberg? You guys will be the decision maker there. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.